welcome to the Tamworth Country Music Festival 2011. No bull, just real country. Listen to the music of this great land. I love my country. Well, we're still at Trek and you can hear behind me the Star Maker finals on. Come on through, let's have a look. I've got my party hat on, so let's go. Star Maker over the years has provided us with some of the best talent in Australian country music. I mean, we've seen James Blundell, we've seen Gina Jeffries. It's absolutely wonderful the opportunities that these kids are given with the Star Maker competition. I mean, the prize for it alone is a record contract with a fuel card and a car. It is absolutely wonderful for them and a great kickstart to their career. Behind me, you can hear Louise Ellis doing comedy country, which I never thought I'd see at the Star Maker competition, but she's bringing it. We had a chat to her yesterday. She's a wonderful girl, and I think it's about time that we had a chat to some of the other great finalists for the Star Maker competition. Well, we've seen all the action right out the front on stage, but this is the nerve centre. Not as in control, but nerve as in stress. We're backstage at the Star Maker competition. So come on through and we're going to see some of the people that actually make it possible. Not only do we have some great talent here, but these are the people that I think make the talent look absolutely amazing. This is Debbie here, standing in front of my chair. I've been standing up all day, it's terrible. So you've been doing makeup here, making these kids look absolutely stunning. So tell us the goss, who do you reckon's going to win?
I think a girl's going to win this year.
No, that's based on statistics and nothing else. That doesn't count.
I'm sick of doing boys' hair and makeup, that's all. I want to do a girl this year.
You want a challenge?
Yeah.
Well, I think...
want to do a more, because you generally, what I do is do the album cover, who the winner is. And last year, you know, it looks nice and everything, but, you know, I just want to do a girl and do something.
I think one of the best stress releases backstage is the free massages for each and every contestant. They're, what, 2-hour massages? Is that right, girls? Yeah, she's in her 3rd hour, and you know, all I can say is you get what you pay for. Well, you never know who's going to pop in backstage at Star Maker. Some very, very curious people. Casey Chambers, you're very curious, aren't you?
I'm a very curious person by nature.
Yes, curious in a good way.
No, I always like to just come and have a look at, you know, the competitions going on around the place. And
competition generally, or just this competition?
Yeah, well, like all of them, really. You know, I just have, the best thing about coming to Tamworth is, you know, I mean, it's fun to get to do your shows and get to go to the Golden Guitars and all those things, but the best thing is going out and seeing all this other music. You know, I don't really get to do that for the rest of the year because most of the time I'm working. So I count down the sleeps for Tamworth.
Yep.
I just want to get out and see everyone else play and see what up and coming talent, you know, is coming through. And with Star Maker, you know, I know a few of the people that are in this year, but there's always some surprises, some people that you haven't heard of, and you know, that you remember those names for, you know, for later on, and then, you know, you might get to see them do a full show or something like that later. So yeah, it's good.
Listen to the music of this great land. I love my country. Okay, here we go with the very, very talented and a little bit stressed out Star Maker. Oh, this is low. Hopefuls. And I've just spied Miss Amanda Halloran. Come on through. I don't know where you're going to sit, but come on through. Grab a seat here. Now, you're from my neck of the woods.
I am. How wet is it at your place?
It is, actually, I was quite fortunate.
You're lucky.
I think this is the only time that I've ever had to look up to you. So, how was your place? Because you were out Bribey way.
Yeah, we got flooded in, but my house was okay, so I was very lucky in that regard. Yeah.
And you made it down all right, obviously?
I did. I went through a foot of water just before the Cunningham's Gap, going over. I thought nothing's going to stop me from getting here this year, so I cruised on through and got here safely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is your 2nd crack at Star Maker.
I hate to correct you, but it's actually my 3rd.
I was having that conversation because yesterday with someone, because it was, you know, a 3rd crack, you know, good on you. Do you think that you've got a bit of an advantage because you've done it twice before?
I think maybe I'm a little bit less nervous than some of the other finalists, although I think that it'll kick in just before I go up. But bit more, yeah, I think maybe, but not, I don't know, it's hard to say. You don't know what the judges want and that sort of thing, but I've been working really hard, and I think that I've come a long way from the first time that I came here. I think that I've grown a lot, and as a result from Toyota Star Maker, so.
So do you have any metaphorical rabbits to pull out of a hat?
Not really.
No?
I'm just going to go out there and be me. I think that's the most important thing.
Oh, right answer. I love that. You guys are just a top group. I don't know who I want to win, and I checked on the Centrebet website, and you know, apparently Star Maker's not on there, but I reckon it should be. So just for you guys, I'm going to send an email to them. You know, we'll see if we can get some good odds and make some money on this. And we're back in the Nerve Centre, and I tell you what, the vibe out here is even more stressful than before, because the Toyota Star Maker competition, I tell you what, it is a life-changing competition, and we're here with the 5 finalists in the room, but I found someone who knows exactly how life-changing this competition is, the one and only Gina Jeffries. Hello.
How are you?
Mighty, mighty fine. Now you've got your, is this your crew?
Yeah, well, just for the moment it is. I'm not lucky.
Yeah. So tell me about your Star Maker experience. Obviously it was a good one.
Well, it's 20 years ago. It's funny, someone just walked up to me and I was sitting with about 5 other people and they said, which one of you got in? And I went, I did 20 years ago. I was wondering who went backstage, but it was extraordinary. I was very green from the country. I was 22 years old with very little experience. I mean, I've been singing in a band for probably about 8 years, but you know, it's a different world to here. And I remember just being so nervous, but so excited as well. And I was really lucky. My dad, my parents are really quite philosophical and raised us to be very positive, and if you work really hard you can kind of, you know, make your dreams come true. Quite literally is how they raised us. And in the car on the way down, my dad kept saying, on the way down from Toowoomba in Queensland, he'd say, just close your eyes and visualise yourself winning. And you know, by the time I got here I had this picture in my head of me winning, and thanks to my dad. And you know, I did, and I couldn't believe it when they called out my name, which was Gina Hillenberg at the time. And Keith Urban presented me my award, and he had bleached blonde hair, and I had really big hair. I had hair bigger than my body.
Hair was very, very different there.
Hair was bigger than my body at that point, and but Keith's was too, and his was bleached blonde, and that was pretty exciting. I was pretty excited just to meet him. I thought he was a bit spunky, and look, I just can't sing the praises enough of Star Maker. For me, it was the beginning of a wonderful journey, and the support they give you for that first year, you know, you have to work very hard with them and use every opportunity that they give you. And it's quite literally a stepping stone into the future of country music, and I think the industry looked to Star Maker to see who's going to be our next big star, and Star Maker is the prestigious talent quest that we have here in Australia for country music talent, and I'm really proud to be an old Star Maker girl.
And there we go, that is the word from the Nerve Centre just before these guys go on stage. Fingers crossed, they're all going to do really, really well, and can't wait to see who's the winner.
Listen to the music of this great land. I love my country.
Star Maker for 2012 is Luke Dickens.
Now, straight after Star Maker, we've actually caught the winner himself, Luke Dickens. How you doing, buddy?
Mate, I'm doing well. I'm on top of the moon. What's going on?
Well, lots and lots of stuff. It's Tamworth, but even more stuff's happening for you. Now, winning Star Maker, what an amazing, amazing night that must have been for you.
Oh, mate, I was absolutely shocked and I was blown away, so excited. And, you know, I got to second place on Australian Idol a couple of years ago and I didn't feel what I felt last night, I tell you. That's the greatest thing I've ever achieved, you know. I released my first album in April last year over in Afghanistan, played for the troops, and that was an absolute buzz, but last night, mate, that's the peak of my career so far, you know, and all it is a doorway to what's to come.
that shot to be done, and I said I'm second place. Some think I got hard done by, but it wouldn't have it any other way. Cause on the street shooting white boys singing the blues, it's all I've got to say. Oh, underdog, I'm damn it, don't count me out. Underdog, I think you know what I'm talking about. I got a thing for crazy women, ain't saying what I should say. But I'm a straight shooting white boy singing the blues, it's all I've got to say.
Australian country music truly is steeped in tradition, and we're very, very solid and firm about upholding those traditions every single year without fail. Of course, the tradition I'm talking about is the after party. Hello.
I love my country.